Hey, guess where we are? We're on the CDT. It is day one. We are hiking along the CDT. We are heading out just north of Butte, Montana, and we're heading north up to, up towards Helena. That's gonna be our next resupply, but we had to skip down because we have to wait for Glacier and the Indian reservation to open up. So we decided to skip down about 450 miles and hike north back up to Glacier. So instead of southbounders for the first section, we are little nobos. I don't know what it is to be a nobo. This one's very familiar with being a nobo, but if you're not familiar with the terms, sobo is a southbounder and northbound is a nobo is a northbounder.
Mark's learning too.
Yes.
So in 2017, Mark and I both thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, and back then we did not know each other. He went southbound, so he started in Maine and hiked to Georgia, and I went northbound, so I started in Georgia and hiked to Maine. And that's actually how we met. Our paths crossed in New York.
In New York.
And so I have ample experience being a northbound hiker, but like Mark said,
It's uncharted territory.
This is the second or third CDT sign that we've seen. Running. Thought you were sleeping.
Got a radar. I was like standing on the top. All of a sudden, I take a step, and it goes all the way up to my knee.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Did you find the trail?
I did find the trail.
Okay.
All right, here is our campsite. There was no snow last night, and we woke up to a tent completely covered in snow. And it's still coming down pretty good. I'm gonna go get my food bag, get our food bags, and we'll eat a little breakfast in the tent where it's nice and warm and my hands don't shake so much.
Mark being so snugly in the tent.
Yeah. Looks like the lady with the trail runners just went through the bushes, but hey, no problem for a sandal walker. Whoa! Apparently the person with the trail runner gets the last laugh.
It's getting pretty nasty. Holy cannoli, that is one big paw print. Wow. Also, my amazing husband has reminded me that I keep calling him Mark, but on trail he is not Mark, he is Gringo, and I am brave. So from here on out, I'll be trying really hard to call him Gringo. So I just constantly feel like I'm in a yoga class. I'm doing so many what do you call it, like child's pose and all that stuff up and under all these. My goodness. Mark, Gringo. That was pretty smooth, actually. I'm impressed.
It's not easy as a tall man.
This is true.
All right, Brave, let's see it.
I took my hat off, so I mean business.
Wow, you make it look easy.
I'm not quite as tall as you.
Got quite the view. Lots of hail, but it's pretty nice. All right, snack time.
There's a ton of hail in my Cheeto bag. Look how big some of this is, though.
Yeah, there's a lot coming down.
Yeah.
It's down all
There really
down
is
the
quite a
trail.
bit in my bag.
Yeah. Extra hydration. All right, everybody, we found something very interesting on trail. We found something that looks like a skull. What do we got there, Brave?
Well, before we got on the trail, we were in Mark's dad's office, and he had a bear skull in there, and it looks from afar kind of like that, but we're not really sure. So this looks to be the place, the back of the head where the spinal cord connects.
Put it in the sun.
In the sun, like
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good shot.
Look at this part.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Whatever it is, somebody really enjoyed eating it because there's nothing else left.
If you can identify it, please let me know because I'm very curious.
All right. This is what makes fighting through all the blowdowns, hard weather conditions, hail, snow. It's all worth it when you get to see a nice overlook like this. I'm a happy gringo. Also because I have a beautiful wife. All right, Brave just said, do you think you should take a video of me eating my lunch? So, as a diligent husband, I picked up on the hint. Here is Brave eating her lunch.
Hi. It's a little chilly, so I have my hood on. That's all I wanted everyone to know.
What are you eating?
I'm eating ramen noodles.
Nice. A little warm lunch.
Yeah.
Warm lunch on a cool day. All right, everybody. Here's our water source. You might be thinking, well, this looks like a cow trough, but it's actually a pretty good water source because it's fed by a pipe spring, and it's just continually flowing, and then the overflow comes out here. You obviously want to fill up from this little spigot because that looks a little cleaner than that. So we got pretty good water sources out here.
Yeah.
Water's flowing pretty well, and we're pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
There you go. Getting a full 2 liters. There you go.
Also, I forgot to mention that we are going to be over 8,000 foot elevation for pretty much the whole day today. The other days we've been between 6 and 7,000 something feet, but today we'll be on the highest at between 8,000 and 8,500 all day. Gringo just made the wise call that it was time for us to put on our micro spikes because we have endless snow today, and so these really help us bite into the snow when we're post holing and get a good grip so we don't slide all over. Actually, no, that's not what they do. What do they do, Gringo?
If you're on an incline, then you won't slide as much. You get better grip on an incline.
Oh, you get better grip on an incline.
It'll be a lot safer.
And it'll be a lot safer. A little cross-country skiing. A little cross-country sandal skiing.
Here's our campsite. It's pretty wet, very cold. We're gonna be very excited when we get a sunny morning. It's been pretty slow mornings waking up because Every morning has been wet and cold in some way, and we've been slow to get hiking, but that's just how it is. Sometimes the weather is just pretty rough.
And we're off to start the day. Okay, mid-morning update. We are feeling so much better. We got hiking, got warm, trail looked really good, and oh yeah, we did an alternate, which I'll let Gringo explain. But wait, let me flip it on you.
All right, this alternate has turned out to be a really good choice. We are pretty happy with the trail conditions, how we're just cruising along. Obviously it's a little wet, but can't complain too much because it's a beautiful looking trail. Caught our first break today. We got some clear skies, good trail, and we're pretty close to getting back on the CDT after doing our alternate. Both of us are a little winded because we had to do a pretty good climb to get back up here, but yeah, we're in pretty good spirits because we've already done about 15 miles and we're doing about 3 more, I think. So we'll top out at about 18 and set up camp. Man, it's gonna feel good to be in our sleeping bags.
It's gonna feel so good. I kind of look like a turtle right now because I'm on my neck.
All right.
We are back on the AT. No, we're back on the CDT, and it is snowing again. So we need to eat lunch, but we don't really want to stop right now because there's no good place to stop and eat without just getting drenched. Okay, let it be known that we just ate underneath this tree, and I think this is my lowest point on the CDT so far because I'm very, very cold.
All right, so it's day 6. We're hiking into town today, and you guessed it, it's raining again. Here is our tent. We're in the middle of packing things up. We're not too concerned with things getting too wet. We're trying to keep everything dry though. But we're going into town, so things can dry out pretty soon. Here is Brave. Hi. Packing things up, and there's kind of the road that we're gonna be hiking on this morning. Kind of see it, but the rain's coming down a little bit. Found a nice little grove to camp in right next to the road, but that's that. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see, but there's there's 2 deer up in the road. We got an early start this morning, early by our standards. And yeah, obviously it's still very rainy and cold, but yeah, God blessed us with a nice view of some deer up on the road.
Into the unknown.
All right, we made it. We got Brave right here behind me, and there's a highway down there. So we're gonna be getting a ride into Helena from the highway. That was a hard section. Both of us are pretty winded.
Yes.
And much in need of a zero.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing. We're doing that in Helena.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. There's a saying for the CDT that says, embrace the brutality. This week, the CDT definitely showed us brutality. 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Snow, hail, cold temps, rain,
Blowdowns.
being wet.
And even more rain.
We had a lot of brutality to embrace, but we also had shared moments, beautiful views, and the closeness that comes from enduring hardships together.
It was a hard week. We embraced the brutality.
And we're hopeful that this next week will have more sun on the horizon.